Today we show you how to do a leak down test. Now, if you recently acquired an engine, a great way to test the health of that engine is to do a leak down test. An engine can have good compression, but bad leak down can destroy its performance. The first step is to make sure we're on top dead center. One way you can do it, if you can have access, is put your finger over the spark plug hole, spin your engine, and when it's blowing out, that's your compression stroke. And when it starts to suck in, that's your power stroke. So what you want to do is try and find that spot where no air is going in or out. That's going to be your top dead center. We went ahead and snagged this OTC cylinder leak down tester off Amazon. Link in the description below. We got our air hooked up and we have a regulator set to 0. What I'm going to do is turn this all the way up to 100, and we want to pay attention to what this second gauge says. Once we reach an equilibrium, we'll mark down what this gauge says, calculate our leak down. All right, let's test this first one. I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
What's it at?
Yeah, 72.
Where's the air coming from on the...
An easy way to see where the air is coming from, whether it's intake or exhaust, is putting your palm over the port.
A little bit on both sides.
A little bit on both sides, so it's leaking on the valves. 72. That is not a deal breaker.
What is it?
About 74.
I got nothing coming from this side.
A little bit coming on the exhaust.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Ooh. 89, 90. It's our best one yet. Here's our 30. All intake. 72. Not bad. Ooh. That didn't work, did it? That's interesting. We're at 54. Okay. 55. 55. 56. All in. Seems like it's all on the intake side. Is that 67? All exhaust. As you're doing your leak down test, be sure to take good notes, noting what your leak down pressure was, whether you were leaking out of your intake or your exhaust valve, or whether those were both good, and it's probably either your head gasket or your rings. How do you calculate your leak down percentage? Now, because we tested at 100 psi, essentially we can take 100 minus our leak down pressure. That's going to give us our leak down percentage. So for example, this cylinder right here, 100 minus 30, 70%. 70% leak down on that cylinder. That is bad. Anything above 20% on your leak down percentage is great. So as you can see here, we got some work to do. So you should hit that like and subscribe to see what we do to get this fixed.
If you made it this far in the video and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, what are you doing? Make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our weekly episodes. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Roy Garage. We'll catch you next week.
I think we got to touch every single one of these except for that one.